Okay. All right, here we go. We're back at it again. Yes, sirree, Bob. Back in the fucking building again. You want to know how I know I'm back in the building again? Because my fucking Stream Deck's not working. Okay. All according to plan. Huh? Firmware version, no device found. That worked well. You know what is the mark of a good streamer? When they have to start unplugging things to figure out what is and isn't working. There we go. Swapping over. There we go. Took a minute. Took a minute to figure itself out, but we got there. All right. Cool. All right. So. Oh, I should probably. What are we thinking? Like about there? About there should be good. I should also make sure that my microphone is doing what it's fucking supposed to, since apparently Windows really likes turning my microphone down. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. So that's working. Huh, interesting. It doesn't capture the cursor. Fun. I didn't think that was something I had to toggle on like a per game basis, but alright. Alright, well, we'll find out. We'll see how loud everything is comparatively, and we're just gonna go from there. Hopefully the dogs don't do too much morphing. That's all I can hope for. So, real quick, the purpose of this playthrough, I just finished this game. Finally, for the first time, after starting it like 3 or 4 separate times, I finally played all the way to the end. Because the, yeah, I can't, I have complicated feelings about this game. I think that this game is definitively like a 9 out of 10. It is a great game. It is fantastic. I think that it is a beautiful case of level design. The game is very challenging, but not in a way that feels like soul-crushing most of the time. And yet I don't like it. Which is not to say I think it's a bad game. Like I just said, it's a great game. And it's not even that I dislike it. There are just... As a Metroidvania fan, as a Souls fan, this should click and tick every box for me. But why doesn't it? And part of what I'm going to be doing here today is I'm going to be playing through it all and trying to figure out, you know, for sure how things, like, I'm trying to figure out for sure what it is about this game that frustrates me so. So, I hope you guys are looking forward You going through this with me. You see right here, 103%. Took me 40 goddamn hours, but I did it. And we're going again. I am not ever doing this. I simply cannot and will not. I just can't. In wilds beyond they speak your name with reverence and regret. But none could tame our savage souls yet. You the challenge met. Under perilous watch you taught, we changed, base instincts were redeemed. A world you gave to bug and beast as they had never dreamed. From Elegy for Hollow Nest by Monomon the Teacher. My friend likes you. My friend is also a worm. Hi, big brother. Everything's fine. Probably. So, in the interests of being fully and completely transparent, I do have a progression guide open to help me keep track of where to go and help streamline the whole process, so that way I don't spend forever doing a whole bunch of unnecessary backtracking. As we get closer to the end of the game, and it becomes apparent that I'm going to need to grind for Geo, I have a mod I'm going to reinstall to improve my Geo collection rate, simply to cut out the grinding. And again, we're only going to do that closer to the end of the game. We're not going to do that as we're playing through it and progressing. I even restarted my game earlier when I realized I forgot to take it out. Case in point, this should be like, what, 3 Geo? 2 Geo. Right there. As it's supposed to be. It's going to be real fun finding my muscle memory this whole fucking game. So one of the things that will be happening as I'm playing through this is I'm obviously going to be comparing this. I'm not going to be comparing this to Silksong, because I haven't played Silksong. There are certain things I've seen about Silksong that I know that I'm going to like. Oh, I should probably interact with this. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Yes. Anyway. I have seen things from Silksong, but I myself have not played Silksong, so anyone who pops in with Silksong spoilers is going to get... you're going to get put on timeout almost immediately. It's not permitted. Ow. Give me your precious blue juice. But another game I've been playing recently that is design-wise very similar is Bow Path of the Teal Lotus. So I am going to be talking about some similarities between them a little bit. Namely how Bow handles certain things that I would have really liked if Hollow Knight had handled them that way in particular. Alright, fine, Jesus, I'll focus. God, you happy now? But ultimately, this is a conversation about Hollow Knight. Not about other games and what other games do that I think are better. Just, this is a game about, this is going to be a playthrough about Hollow Knight. Now, part of what I am going to be bringing up are things like, I am a Metroidvania veteran. There are things about this game that aggravate me specifically. Ow. That would not... I don't have a double jump. Alright. That would not aggravate other people who are not veterans the way I am. Beings, these words are for you alone. Within our lands, do not hide your true form. Let all bask in your majesty, for only this kingdom could produce one such as you. Gimme. Fury of the Fallen. Equip a charm to activate its powerful abilities. To equip a charm, open the charms menu while resting at a bench. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway. There will be, like, generic comparisons to the Metroidvania genre, but not so much like, oh, this is why I think Bo Path of the Teal Lotus is a vastly superior game to Hollow Knight. Because I don't. I do think Bo is extremely good, but I do think there are things about Hollow Knight that make it leagues better. Fuck. However, it is worth pointing out... I don't need that. I'll come back for it later. No, we're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna go. Oh, hold on. There's a sign. I should read the sign. Beings, these words are for you alone. Beyond this point, you enter the land of king and creators. Skip across the threshold and obey our laws. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the eternal kingdom, Hollow Nest. Get out of the way! Yeah. Like, I think this game's intro area does a very good job at what it needs to do. I do appreciate it for doing what it does. Dirtmouth. Dirtmouth. Is it Dirtmouth or Dirtmouth like Plymouth? I'm gonna call it Dirtmouth. Like Critmouth. Oh man, I got charms. They're multiplying. Anyway. Hello. Oh there, traveler. I'm afraid there's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's fallen quiet, you see. The other residents, they've all disappeared, headed down that well one by one into the caverns below. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It's long fell to ruin, yet it still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment, that darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too seek your dreams down there. Well, watch out. It's a sickly air that fills the place. Creatures turn mad, and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such great things after all. Many used to come, hoping the kingdom would fulfill their desire. Hollow Nest, it was once called. Supposedly the greatest kingdom there ever was, full of treasures and secrets. Now it's nothing more than a poisonous tomb filled with monsters and madness. Everything fades eventually, I suppose. Every kingdom wants to claim it's the greatest and final and most luxurious, and guys, we promise this kingdom is the most kingdomist a kingdom has ever kingdomed. Huh. A door! It appears to be locked. By golly, George G. Williker's gonna have to do something about that. Anyway, into the pit. Forgotten Crossroads. Up. Up. Hippity. Hoppity. Flippity. Floppity. Hello, favorite character. Hello there. How delightful to meet another traveler on these forgotten roads. You're a short one, but you've a strong look about you. I am Quirrell. I have something of an obsession with uncharted places. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. A great stone egg lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom. And this egg, is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened? There are strange marks all over it. I do so love a mystery. And who knows what other marvels lie even deeper below us. Well, for so long I felt drawn here. So many tales full of wonders and horrors. No longer could I resist. I just had to see it for myself. And what a time I chose to arrive. This dead world has sprung to life. The creatures are riled up and the earth rumbles. The air is thick. I wonder what could have brought it all about. To persevere in this ruin, that old nail alone just won't be enough. Though that's no problem. One only has to look around. Plenty have come before us and must have met the grisly end, many more equipped than you and I. I'm sure they wouldn't mind were a fellow explorer to relieve them of their tools. It's a kindness, really. The dead shouldn't be burdened with such things. Did you pass that town above? What a gloomy little place. And such majesty hidden right beneath. I suppose that's why they've all headed down here. Who could resist such possibilities? Hey, Team Cherry. I know Quirrell's got his own comic. I haven't read it. Can he get his own game? I want Quirrell to have his own game. I like Quirrell. Anyway. Alright. Come on, go this way. Ah. Yep. Ah. Oh. Once lost one of my beloved charms from my children's. Can't have that. Alright. Alright. Honestly, I shouldn't be looking at the guide until I'm actually, like, wondering. Basically, once I've hit certain objectives, then I'll be like, okay, cool, now it's time to double check the map, see, like, check the guide, see what I missed, if there's anything, and... Oop. Sad, old man. Don't worry, old man. You're not sad alone. I am also sad. I believe I'm capable of being sad. First of all, this is... Okay, so one thing I want to talk about, something that I don't feel like enough Metroidvanias do, mostly because it doesn't do it every time I do it, is using the right stick to look up and down and moving, like, your field of view. Yeah, you can argue that tapping down and holding down does it, and then holding up does it, but, like, the right stick does it immediately. More games need to do that. It's very important. Ow. Why, hello, sir. Ah, hello there. Come down to explore these beautiful old ruins? Don't mind me. I have a fondness for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding your way again is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. I'm a cartographer by trade, and I'm working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? Yes. Acquired map! Hold it! To view a map! A map can be a useful thing, but it alone won't show you where you are. If you've not the head for directions, I suggest purchasing a compass from my wife Iselda. She's just now opening our new map shop in Dirtmouth, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. She'll even sell some of my old maps from time to time. I pop back to see her whenever I've finished mapping an area. She's always so excited to see me. Yeah, she's your wife. You should see your wife more. Anyway, map! So this right here is a feature about Hollow Knight I do really like. Being able to press a button to immediately pull up your map. This, I feel, makes up for a lack of a mini-map, though I'm not going to lie, I do wish that there was a mini-map. Being able to just tell at a glance as to where you're going is quite invaluable. Also, I do want to say, I like the idea that you don't get a pointer of where you are on the map by default. Forces you to have to kind of pay attention to where you are, where you're going, and all that. I think that's nice. I do like that. But I'm also not going to sit here and tell you that this is, like, how every Metroidvania should be. It's one of the things that makes Hollow Knight unique. It makes you focus on exploring. It makes you get good at exploring. And that is something I can respect. We don't want to this way. Not yet, anyway. Ow. Keep wanting to dash. Oh, excuse me. This was the right way to go. Also, destructible terrain. Every game should have it. It's fun to hit things. Ah, the acid room. He's a grub! He's but a grub. A grub. A grub. I also have to remember that I cannot swim. My brain is going to see that and be like, oh, I can go in that. No, I can't. Don't do it. Swing. Swing. Nope. Don't touch me. Heading towards the hot spring. I thought those were spikes. I was very pleased to find out that is not the case. Ow. So I do think here, Hollow Knight does an exceptional job of utilizing directional combat. Swinging every direction has its purpose. And it is well utilized in multiple situations. I do also appreciate that I can hit things through platforms. That is something that is not done nearly enough. Ow. I will have you know, I am exceptionally good at video games. No doubt. Also, something worth pointing out here that I do like, spikes in this game will kill enemies that hit them. This is good. I like this. It means that with some clever pogoing and some, with some clever pogoing and good knockback, you can get your dogs borfing. Hey! Stop it! Stop it! Stop your borfing. Oh, I could have lured the fucking bench fly in here and pogoed off of him. Well. Oh, or I could have, you know, just walked up here. Like people do occasionally. Ow. You know what? Ow. Ow. See? All according to plan. Yeah, a lot of the time in Metroidvanias, the hazards of the world are only hazards for you and not for other things around. So I actually appreciate it when knocking a critter into a hazard kills it. Genuinely really nice. Really appreciate that. Anyway. Hear a buzz. Sit.
Greetings, little one. It's been an age since I last heard the ringing of a station bell. I go down the stagways and called me to you. Grown stiff and tired over these many years, and I've forgotten much. But the sound of the bell, it's good. These stagways stretch to the depths of Hollownest. If you want to travel them, hail me from the platform. I will take you where you need to go.
I love that our fast travel system has personality.
That was a long time ago, but I remember when these highways and crossroads pulsed with life. These are the paths I first carried passengers through when I was young. Those travelers are long gone, yet still I remain. It seems it's just you and I and the furtive creatures scratching and squirming all around us. You gotta travel the stagways, just hop upon that platform and give me the signal and we'll soon be on our way.
Right, take me to Dirtmouth.
So anyway, I was like, Sheila, no way. This place, into the surface, I believe. There's a town here. You should take the opportunity to rest. This place was once full of travelers coming and going. It seems much quieter.
I like that our fast travel system has personality, and he provides lore. Anyway, door's open. Oh, look. This door's open.
Bapanada.
Come to buy a map, have you? It's really my husband you should be dealing with, but what a surprise! He's headed down below. I'll pop back occasionally to deliver new maps for the store, but I do wish he'd spend a little more time up here. Not much interest in retail myself. Now let's see what's here for me to sell. The Wayward Compass. The Wayward Compass, the Quill, the Bench Pin, the Cocoon Pin, Fender Pin, Stagway Pin, Hot Spring Pin. You want to get all these pretty much as fast as you possibly can. But, most important thing, is get the Quill. So now you can actually update your maps whenever you sit down. Anyway, I probably came here too early, but it's fine. Wanted to get it. Wanted to open it up. Okay, let's go. Back to the Crossroads. I do wish that this game didn't, you know, seize my mouse. Like, I've got it set to respond to controller primarily, so it shouldn't be grabbing my mouse. But alas, who makes that choice? Me, actually. I make that choice. Up.
I hear you, baby boy. I'm coming.
You're free, little one. Oh, excuse me. Ow. I'm very good at video games, you see. Ow. Yeah, so, like, so far, I don't have, like, any complaints. The opening to Hollow Knight, I feel, does a very, very good job of getting you familiar with the way the game works and explaining to you how all this nonsense works. It's good. I think it's fine. Where the fuck am I? Not entirely sure I went the right way. That is the right way. I just don't want to go that way yet. I have more important fish to fry. Water, my gator! Gator water. Hum. Hello, Lumi. Good to see you here. I hope you find the early game of Hollow Knight entertaining, because it's not like I'm going to be doing a whole lot of, like, groundbreaking stuff with it. Oh, now let's go up here. Alright. We want to go up here. There's a potential encounter up here we could miss if we're not careful. Ow. It is not these guys. So I highly recommend it. If you don't mind me, if you don't mind listening to somebody yell at it a little bit, I'm happy to bring you along for the ride. I'll try not to spoil things too much ahead of time, but I do have the main purpose here is, again, I'm trying to coordinate my feelings about ow. Rub. Try to remember. Is it time for me to die? No. Not yet, anyway. Because the main thing here is I'm trying to break down why the game bothers me. Ow. Oh, yep, I am deceased. Bleh. Now I'm over here. Oh, and my shade's up there. So this is the other part about this that I'm like, yeah, okay, this shouldn't be like the worst thing. You drop all your geo on your corpse when you die, and your shade fractures your soul, so you can't hold as much soul without it. You go back, you collect it, it all comes back, it's not the end of the world, no big deal, right? Well, for the most part, it's not a big deal, and it's fine. And most of the time, it'll drop it outside of wherever you're finding your particular encounter or anything like that. Like, again, I'm throwing hands with this guy up here. I got this guy, so I don't need to fuck with that anymore. I could just kill him, but I don't want to. He hits hard, and he hurts my feelings. Oh, bury my mother, pale and slight. Bury my father with his eyes shut tight. Bury my sisters 2 by 2, and then when you're done, let's bury me too. Ha ha ha, do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you like. You start singing and I'll join in. I'll bet you have a beautiful singing voice. Ha ha. So what are you down here for? If you came to get wealthy, just look around you. These mines are still bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab a pick and join in. Ha ha. Oh, bury the knight with a broken nail. Bury the priests. Something about a crown. I can't remember the rest of that one. Ha ha. Maybe I'll just hum it. I don't think I can do anything else up here at the moment, but we're going to just take a peek and poke our head in. Yeah, no, you can't come in here until you've gotten a different ability. Quit your orphan! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm barking at my neighbor behind the house. Oh. I'll take that. But overall, I feel like the first area here in Hollow Knight is actually very well designed. Does a good job getting you affiliated with like your basic movement, your damage, how most fights are going to go, and with the Husk Knight up there, they even go out of their way and they showed and they practically they show, they don't tell, that sometimes enemies can really hurt. And maybe you don't want that. And I can respect that. There we go. Now we want to go this way. Things are exploding with this odd purple goop. What's his purple? What the fuck is purple? The fuck you mean, oiple? Ow. So this is something that is really cool about this game that I'm just dog shit at, is sword pogoing. You swing down, you bounce yourself off of pointy objects, and you keep on going. It's something they actually ported to Dead Cells when they put in the Knight's weapon, and I think that's really cool. I do think that's really neat. Problem is, I am just dog shit at it. I always misjudge how much room I actually have. I say as I proceed to fucking beat the ever-living shit out of those things. That's different. They're enemies. They physically react. I expect them to fling themselves back or forward or however the fuck. That's different. This is different. How is it different? It's different because I said so. But it's a good method of platforming that is entirely skill-based. You never get an item that makes sword pogoing easier. Nothing that's like, oh, you know, automatically sword pogo the first, like, 3 times you come into contact with spikes or some shit. They don't give you an item like that. There's nothing like that. But instead, what they do is, you know, you can get items that extend the reach of your sword, which, by extension, extends how easy it is for you to pogo off of certain objects. I think that's neat. I like that idea. That's a good idea. The problem is I'm still dog shit at it. And now a boss fight! This is the Gru's mother. She has like 2 attacks. Fly at you slowly, or fly at you fast. And then, so 3 attacks. Fly at you slowly, fly at you fast, and then throw yourself into the wall and bounce all over the place. Now, the problem. She is a bug. Congratulations, you killed the mom. Now you have to deal with the swarm that she was incubating. So, you know, game's a little morbid. Not the worst thing in the world, you know. But it does its job. And you come down here, you come to the hut. You look at the bug. Oh, Oro, you wield your nail like a club. That's me. How much deeper do we have to go? What? Who are you? I see. This old village. What a strange dream to have led me down here. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I would have ever woken. Wait, hold on. No. He's a shopkeeper. I have to... I'm Sly. Usually I live an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me, so I'd best be getting back. If you return above, come and see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there, and I can thank you properly for your good deed. You're exploring, then? Very brave. Plenty of courageous wanderers have been lost to the hunger of these caverns. Why the fuck did I go Doof? Doof isn't where I meant to go. Brain wanted to go Gilbert. How do we end up at Doof? You have your nail, though, and I can tell just by looking that you know how to wield it. I think that's closer. Yeah, fucking whatever. Anyway, hey look, NPC, hey look, you find them, you interact with them, you rescue them, and then they show up in the main town. Again, a very Soulsian take on things. I appreciate that. Although, I suppose, rather than calling it Soulsian, it's a Metroidvania type thing. Especially if you have a main hub that you go back to, you want as many merchants to move there as possible. We'll be coming back there later. You want to be going back there as often as you possibly can. So, of course, you're going to be sending more people there. So I suppose the Soulsian thing is actually more of a Metroidvania thing, which is one of the reasons I actually gravitated so fiercely towards Dark Souls in the first place. It's a lot of Metroidvania-themed exploration, though most of your barriers to entry are locked doors and skill-based. So, with the Gru's mother, we have now encountered an enemy, or a mini-boss, that, when it dies, the fight does not end. So it shows you there that sometimes just because you finish the fight doesn't mean the fight's over. Something. You mind telling me what you're doing on that ship? Sir, finishing this fight. Oh, we're back here with these guys. Alright, so our battle plan now is not mess with this room. I'm bad at navigation. Howdy up. Now, before we go any further, we're going to come in here. I'm going to sit my butt on this bench. And we're going to move. So we've had a mini-boss. We've had an enemy gauntlet. But it's like, well, what makes the Gru's mother just a mini-boss? She had her own boss theme. She had a title card. What makes her that... Trust me. Bosses in this game have their own fucking spectacle. It will be... Maybe... Oh! Husk Knight! Yeah, I ain't partying with you, sir. Get out of my way. Ow. Something I do like, you have unlimited healing items. All you have to do is successfully hit things and you get your healing stuff back. Problem, healing takes a little bit. So you have to find the proper window in which it is possible for you to heal. Not always the easiest thing in the world, but you know, you do your best. Oh! The False Knight is our first actual boss. He's got a big bonking stick. He's got a big body and a big bonking stick. Here, you just pay attention to his movements. Oh, we knocked him down. But that is his actual hit point. If you don't see the orange goop, most of the time you're not actually doing damage. And because he holds it for so long back that way, you know there's going to be a shockwave that comes with it. Doesn't change the fact that sometimes you're just bad at video games. Knock him down again. This is also a good opportunity to heal. Most bosses actually have a hit stun for it, have a knockdown phase where you've done enough damage that they stop fighting back, and instead give you plenty of time to heal. This fight also does a great job of showing you that sometimes bosses have projectiles you can launch back at them. And then he rampage, and then he get angry, and then he do a big thump up, and he fall. And that's our first boss fight. You get a city crest from him. Neat, awesome, great. But, a very large body shell for such a little guy. That's weird. Well, anyway. Geo! Oh, I love me some Geo. Geo. Yum, 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 yum. I love me cash money for doing a murder. Why, it's my favorite thing. I love doing cash money for a murder. Sure wish somebody would do a cash murder money, do a thing. Don't take that out of context. Or do, I don't care. Oh, that's ominous. That skull kind of looks like me. There's a lot of faces just kind of smashed and smushed into the walls here. That's funky. So, False Knight. Good actual first boss. Challenging, requires you to, take your time, be aware of your movement options. Really solid, really good. Enjoy the fight. Good fight. I don't like the sound it makes when I walk around in here. Quit grumbling. Things are fine.
Oh, who is that creeping out of the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange empty face and a wicked-looking weapon. Something important has drawn you into Hollowness Corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help. Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift. A nasty little spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Oh, ah-ha-ha. You want this? You're such a crazy little guy. Don't be afraid. Have faith. That spell belongs to you now. All you need to do is take it. Oh, you won't be going much further without it. I promise you.
All right. Ow! I've consumed the vengeful spirit. Tap to unleash the spirit. Spells will deplete soul. Replenish soul by striking enemies. I'm debating if I should turn, the visual chat on the video feed off in order to make sure my B-roll and everything is just clean. I don't know. Because I'm not doing a separate recording of this. I'm just going to grab the Twitch stuff when I'm done. The fuck you mean dropped frames 3,000? I haven't even been running for long enough for that shit. Whatever.
Oh, you're working at last. I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. I was watching over you as you slept, but I seem to have slipped away myself. Oh. Now we're awake, I was wondering whether you would do me a small favor. Not as repayment for my gift, of course, simply because we're now friends. You see, a horrid great beast has made its home in the heart of this temple. Such disrespect. I would be quite grateful if you were to venture deeper in and slay it for me. It's a hardy creature, but with your new power, you're more than a match for it. Good luck with this small favor, my friend. We're fine. Bug! So here it's trying to get me to use it early. I'm not gonna. So, these Venge Flies take 2 hits to kill normally, right? Well, no they don't. They take 1. With the Vengeful Spirit, that is. So Vengeful Spirit is a magic attack that goes through guards and does the equivalent of, I think, 3 nail swings in its base form. So, it's a hard-hitting move, but it uses the same resource you use to heal yourself to hit others. This, again, I think is a good design choice. I mentioned Bow Path of the Teal Lotus earlier. Bow does a similar thing. I think it does it well as well. But in this particular case, that's definitely an idea they got from Hollow Knight. Probably. I love the sound design in this game. But as you can see, the Vengeful Spirit punches through guards, does a really chunky amount of damage, and is finally our way of dealing with enemies and mobs at range. Firing it in midair makes us hover for a second. That is very important to keep in mind, because you're definitely going to die to that at least once or twice. Ask me how I know. It's very, very important that you get the practice in, you do what you need to do. And then... Oh, there's a soul vessel there. Nice. Kill you. Kill you. It does not, however, go through walls. Something to be aware of. But I will tell you what it does do. It has enemy punch through. You know, if you hit it correctly and don't suck. Let's heal up these 2 points, and then we'll fill up on soul, what soul is left in the vessel. So with that out of the way, behold, an Elder Balder. If you get too close, he shields up, and you can't hurt him. But how am I supposed to get charge? I don't have any soul. Well, it's because, like most bugs, he will throw his children at you. So you've got to watch the projectiles as well as the adds that he fires out. And part of what... So, enemies like this that require a specific method for killing them will always have ways to guarantee that you are able to utilize said method. This charm is one of the best in the game. You want this charm. If you think you don't want this charm, you're a liar. You want this charm. Hi. Oh, so it's done then. You've slain the beast. You poor thing. It must have been terrified of you. It used to be quite docile, but the rancid air in these caverns filled it with some ancient rage. Still, you did what had to be done. You... You have my gratitude. Of course, we both know you wouldn't have made it through without that spell of mine. And look, the gate between us is opened. I'm sure you're eager to move on. Farewell and have faith. Whatever you are seeking, it will find you. Keep fucking choking myself. Why do you hesitate? You'll get nothing more from me, I'm afraid. Though I do admire your persistence.
Need something to sit on. Because I seem to remember...
Oh well. I must be incorrect. It's fine. Bench.
Let's draw on the map. I can't see shit on this map. Alright, so we can take off Fury of the Fallen. Because while it's fine, you know, it was literally just there to take space. So I didn't really talk about it. Fury of the Fallen embodies the fury and heroism that comes upon those who are about to die. When close to death, the bearer's strength will increase. I don't know how much it increases. It could be 1 strike, it could be half a strike. The game measures things in weird amounts. But all you need to know is, thing die faster when I almost die. However, Soul Catcher, used by shamans to draw more soul from the world around them. Increase the amount of soul gained when striking an enemy with the nail. This charm does some serious heavy lifting throughout the whole game. But this will also be a good time to talk about over charming. When you are close to your full notch capacity, if you have a charm that will go over it, you can still equip it. The problem is, while overcharmed, you will take double damage from all sources. So if something does 1 mask, it does 2. If something does 2, it does 4. Don't fuck around with overcharmed unless you know what you're getting into. I know this game, and I think I could probably do okay being overcharmed here. Outside of the Crossroads? Literally anywhere else, the enemies that deal 2 damage to you are much too common. I will not take that chance. Like, ever. So. Now, before we do anything else... Ow. We're gonna get hit, is what we're gonna do. Now, one of the cool things about Hollow Knight is that the amount of sequence breaking you can do in this game is actually rather astounding. Simply by utilizing a good sword pogo, you can skip some serious nonsense. And I think that's rather clever. So practice your sword pogoing. Don't be bad at it forever and always the way I am. Here, we're just gonna expel all my soul. Now watch how much soul I get from this guy. Almost 1 heal from 2 strikes. Normally it would take like 4 or 5. 3 strikes. Look at that. Like 6 strikes and I'm almost full. Soul Catcher is really good. You want to hold on to this charm, swap it out only when you're feeling confident. It is incredibly good. I also forgot. There's one more thing I need to do while I'm over here. Figured we could go to about noon. Pacific time, that is.
Oh, you saved my babies! Have some money!
So this is the Grub Father. You want to gather as many grubs as you can as you explore throughout the journey. As you hit certain thresholds, he will give you rewards. And among them are things like heart pieces and one of the items required to upgrade your sword. You want to find them. And you can typically hear the grubs when you're in an area where one is hiding. Whether that's behind a breakable wall or something of that sort. I'm going to talk about bow again real quick here. For all that I bitch about sword pogoing, bow brings it back, but does it in an interesting way that I really like, and I hope Silksong does it in some capacity as well. Bow, it resets your jump every time you successfully hit something in midair. You don't have to even land like the actual, you don't even have to land like the actual like downward swing. Just hitting it from any angle will refresh your jump. So you can immediately start just chaining hops, and it allows for a much more vertical and it gives you a whole new level of mobility that you just don't expect.
Ah, hello, I knew we'd meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? I've made myself pretty comfortable here, selling old trinkets to travelers like yourself. If you're planning a trip below, I've several items that may improve your chance of survival.
Damn it, I went doof again. I'm trying to Gilbert, and I keep doofing.
Patamastio?
Ah, yes. This. We have to save our Geo for this stupid thing. So I'm going to invest in this. Anyway, mask shards, vessel fragments. These are heart containers, or these are heart pieces. This is a magic meter upgrade. Every full vessel is one more soul point you can store, which is one heal, one spell, etc. They are worth it in the long run. Now, Wayward Compass. Really good charm to have. This means now, when you look at your map, you have a little icon. However, if I had to prioritize something, it's Gathering Swarm. This is where I'm going to start talking about one of the more contentious things about Hollow Knight that I feel a lot of people are going to disagree with me on. There are some charms that should have just been generic upgrades. Having a charm that makes it so that you automatically pick up Geo is fine. My criticism, instead, comes from the idea that what this should do, the Gathering Swarm should be a default upgrade. You pick up Geo that lands on the ground around you. The charm should have made it full screen, which is what it is. Because now I automatically pick up any Geo that spawns in the room while I'm going around. I would gladly have put a charm slot on for that. Gathering Swarm should have been a default upgrade, with an expanded swarm being the charm. I hope that's something they do in Silksong, but I have no way of knowing. And I don't want to know. You see, like, I wasn't anywhere near that Geo, and I was already in the process of picking it up. There's plenty of times I will just kill an enemy, it'll fly off screen, and my bugs will just pick up my Geo and bring it to me. If that was just a small area around me, like within nail striking distance by default, that would save so much time of just having to run back and forth to pick up Geo. The Pilgrim's Way. Travelers of Hollowness descend through verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city of this kingdom's heart. There all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed. That's a lich. Hey! Get in my house! Ow! Hey! Ow! Man, that's a rude. I live here. I said, ow! Ow. Ow. Anyway. Case in point, you want Soul Catcher. When you're fighting things that need... Like, you want to always have ranged attacks on... you want to always have ranged attacks available. And all of your ranged options in this game require soul to use. Which is the same resource you use to heal yourself. Soul Catcher just means that you aren't really wanting for either. It means you're always able to stay on the offensive. Okay. I am no longer in danger of being dead. Ah! Water bad. Not water. Acid. Acid bad. Water's actually fine. So if I had one piece of advice to give to beginning players, use your Vengeful Spirit. Use it a lot. A lot of people will look at it and say, ew, this uses the same thing I used to heal. I'm going to hold on to it to heal myself. No. No, 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 no. If you kill things at a distance, you don't have to worry about healing. Oh yeah, and this game also, this is where this game introduces the idea that enemies can explode when you kill them. So, you know, something to be aware of, probably. I don't have a map for this area. Oh. I'm over here taking this big elaborate path and it doesn't even accomplish anything. But Vengeful Spirit is way better than you give it credit for. Honestly, if you're in a situation where you can either hit something with your nail a couple times or clock it with a Vengeful Spirit from a distance, always hit it from a distance. Trust me, the opportunity to heal will come to you. But if you have, if you have the soul to spend, hit it from a distance. You do not do enough knockback in this game to keep enemies off of your ass in the middle of a fight. Also, you can do this. The night. Dick to birds. Bug birds. Bird bug. Bench. I'm not gonna update my map. Shit. Anyway. Yeah, and see, this right here is a good excuse for Gathering Swarm, is, you know, if a piece of Geo is inside your range, you should be able to pick it up automatically. You shouldn't need a charm for it. Because a lot of Geo will just fall into spike pits or acid pits because of the nature of the physics engine and the way things bounce when you hit them. You end up missing... Oh! It's her! It is the Silk Song! Anyway. See, like, look at all that Geo that just fell into that pool. Ah! I was pretty sure that the swarm picked those up, but apparently it doesn't. Or maybe it did, and I just didn't notice. Irrelevant. Can I hit? Nope, not quite. How much damage does your explosion do to me? Just one. Okay. Yeah. This area introduces enemies that pretend to be traps. Anyway, because, you know, fly traps are like the go-to example for that kind of thing. I appreciate it. It's good. Little things here and there as introductions. Effective. It does what it needs to do. Introducing the concept of traps that you yourself can use. That also open permanent pathways. Crunch. Because again, something this game does is what is another Soulsian holdover. Again, it's always been a Metroidvania thing, but it's especially common in Souls games, is excellent shortcuts to cut out alternate routes and speed up the whole process. So now I don't have to take that whole roundabout pathway again. That crunch is oddly satisfying to me. Whee! Grab! Yeah, okay. So when your Geo falls into the water, the swarm still doesn't collect it. See, that again could have been part of the appeal of the Gathering Swarm upgrade is, oh, the Gathering Swarm will actually fly into acid to pick up any Geo you drop. Now, clearly, I'm enjoying myself. It's not like, again, I want to reiterate, I don't think this is a bad game. I think this is an excellent game. I think it's a spectacular game. I wouldn't call it perfect. Very few games I would call perfect. I wouldn't even call Metroid Dread perfect, even though I honestly think it is the perfect Metroid game. Alright, Cornifer. Isn't this a contrast from the Crossroads? Such a humid, lively place. I bumped my mic gain. The roads twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. Would you like a map? Yes, sir, I would like a map. Oh, by the way, I haven't introduced myself, have I? Yes, I should apologize for that. When you spend a lot of time by yourself with just your own thoughts, you forget the niceties of conversation. My name is Cornifer, and I've always loved exploring the world. Why, when I was first hatched, I wandered off immediately, leaving my brothers and sisters and poor mother behind. That's why as soon as I could, I moved to Dirtmouth with my wife. A huge unending kingdom to explore right on our doorstep. Who could resist? Anyway, I'll let you return to your travels. With a little luck, we'll meet again. Be safe and farewell. Ugh. Ah. Ugh. Excuse me, that was vile. Alright, I cannot... Wait. Aha! Ow. Grab! Oh, I have a map now. No. Okay. Ah! And this is why having the ability to look down is so important. So you can immediately not use it, and then everyone can laugh at you because you're a ding-dong. Get out of here. I don't remember them making that sound. That was very amusing to me. Again, sound design, enemy design, this is all so good. This is a really, really solid game. Oh, you're right.
Dirty squib, you approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? You feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand. I take it. My journal will lead you First, the text may seem difficult to discern, but I learned it and I will come to understand its worth. Through the depths of this land enslaved beasts, so worthy. And,
Did you eat it? Take the Hunter's Journal. Press it to open the menu, then navigate to the journal pane.
Juro, Squib, you may have overcome a few creatures, but you are beginning. Don't delay. Descend into the belly of this world and act out.
Find. Gotta make sure my mic is picking me up. Skibbity bop bop. Skibbity bop bop. Ah! Everything's fine. I have nothing to be concerned about. Why do you ask? Bah! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Fuck. Ah! That was me. That was my fault. I jumped into him. I deserved it. Ah! Miss Silksong! Ah! Hello. Hello! Ah! Someday I will kill you both! Behold! Today is that day. Yes, he let that speak as to the quality. Oh, hello. Those who stray from the White King's roads shall face the law of Oh, okay. This is just an excellent opportunity to demonstrate that again. 1, 2 hits, right? Most of these things I'm popping in one shot with Vengeful Spirit. Ow! Fuck! Ha! What's in here? Mosskin Chargers! They seem big, they seem scary. Pop them once, their shell explodes, and then just shoot them. Use your Vengeful Spirit! Use it! Use the mark on Kosapo! You never taught me. Use it! See, because when you try to kill them normally, they outrun you. So it takes multiple attempts to kill them. Gotta make sure you have enough soul. Miss Silksong! Oh. Oh, I thought I heard a grub. Instead, I heard you. Traitor. Oh. I can't reach that. Okay. Alright. Ow! Ow. I'm so good at video games. Up you go. You pay the 50 to unlock the bench. And here we learn that even Hollow Nest is not devoid of capitalism. Tim Curry would hate it here. You saw how that Geo flew like right past me all the way down to the bottom? Swarm still picked it up. Gathering Swarm is a great ability to have. Up. Nope. Nope. Yep. 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 1, 2. Ow! You know, it's really funny going back to the early game after having all of my exploratory tools from the end game. My brain really likes that. You know, it's very fond of this idea. Ow. This is not the room I thought it was. So we continue onward. Perish. Ah! See? That is a little prelude to something I'm going to have a long rant about later. That's later. That's not right now. Because here, it's still not that bad. Because you can approach from the cardinal directions and attack them and everything's fine. Later, it becomes a much bigger problem. This sucker is going to beat me up. Alright. Got some bonus hits in me. Let's go. Behold! The Moss Knight! Ow. They're old. They do their best. You wanna pop their shield? Wait for them to swing. Sometimes you get in 1, sometimes you get in 2. You gotta watch the way they move. But guess what? Vengeful Spirit punches right through their shields. So again, I say, for all of you Souls experts that are like, but that's the resource I use to heal. A full meter is a wasted meter. Use it as a bullet. Fuck shit up. Very important. Now, this is technically an optional fight that we're about to walk into, but there is no such thing as an optional fight. Because it's about saving an NPC. And, quite frankly, he is the most disgraceful, dishonest, grimy son of a bitch in Hollow Nest. He does not deserve this attention from you. But we're going to give it anyway. Because we're good bugs. We're good people. We do good things. As we leave nothing but thousands of carcasses in our wake. This is the Vengefly King. He acts all big and mighty, but in reality, the pattern is simple. You wait for him to dive. You hop over him. You get hit multiple times because you're a dingus. His attacks are extremely well telegraphed until they're not. Land a Vengeful Spirit when you can, deal decent damage, and just make him explode. And then we save this incredibly grateful fellow!
Just what do you think you're doing? You dare to come between me and my prey? Is it a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother? Know this, cur? I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again, you'll find out why they call my weapon Life Ender. What are you still bothering me for? I'm a knight. I'm not interested in your childish games. I need my rest. Begone, lest I draw my nail. Hey, yo, mata.
Anyway, if you don't save him soonish, and you come back after learning how to do a certain thing, he is deceased. And you get an achievement for it. So I should have just left him to die. But I didn't want to. I reiterated, it's because I'm unfortunately this thing called a decent person.
The green children walked from the dream unto these lands. Here now we shall wait. Here we now shall wait, patient for the call to return.
Are you a thing? No, you're just background. Drop. All right. We have a thing to do. All right. Shoo-be-dum-bum. Life will be a dream. Life will be a dream. Shoo-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-ba-dum. Trying to remember where I'm at. I don't remember where I'm at. Oh. Dog knows, apparently. I can't. I'm not fast enough! Get out of here. Thanks for the help, bitch. I know it's through there. This is where I wanted to go. Down here. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I might have performed a bit of an oopsie. Cocoon still popped, so I can't get any more health from that. Oh, hello. Great mind once dreamed of relief and cast these caverns so. In every bush and every vine, the mind of Ooh reveals itself to us. The vine, the mind of Ooh. Nope, bye. Not in the mood. Bench! Alright, we're gonna... Okay, so bench. So I was going the right way, I think. I lost the plot a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. Ah. Oh, that's right. I have to go up and around again. Okay. No, not that way. It's this way. I, for some reason, thought this is where the grub was, but no. But no! I was far too nice. Mercy has a price. It's the final crack that's bound to break the ice now. I revealed my name, and I let him live. Unlike you, I've got no mercy left to give, 'cause ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. Up! Sword pogo! Get fucked. Oh, grub. That's right, I was down here, I got grub. I have to not fall for the trap again. There we go. Not even a trap, I'm just an idiot. I even killed the charger that was in the way. Anyway. Ah. Sit. Sit on bench. This is an expensive train ticket. Oh, excuse me. All right, now we sit on bench. All right. The cup lid doesn't want to open. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have this in here. Snack. Nom nom nom. All right. Aha! I knew it! Ow. Delicious. Wanderer's Journal! You want to collect all those as often as you can. I can't tell you why yet. Just trust me, you want to. So my wife and I have this crippling addiction to Dutch Bros, you see. And I got their fruit punch thing, which comes with a big old sour punch straw. But I use my own cup. And I can't fit that straw through the gap in my cup. So instead I just shove it down inside the drink. And then I take my lid off later and I realize, oh hey, I got a sour punch straw in here. A treat to drink, and a treat to munch later. Okay. Miss Silksong!
Come no closer, ghost. I've seen you, creeping through the undergrowth, stalking me. This old kingdom, a terrible thing awakens. I can smell it in the air. I know what you are. I know what you tried to do. I can't allow it.
Hornet! Miss Silksong herself! Has an amazing soundtrack. Ow. And is a normal-sized boss. This right here is an example of that knockdown thing I was talking about before. You can try and find openings to heal with any boss, and certainly certain attacks you will find an opportunity, but almost every single boss has an opportunity where you knock them down and you can get a heal in. I don't have my move. Okay. It's fine. I reiterate, Soul Catcher is an amazing charm. Oh yeah, it's also worth pointing out, here's your Virgil. Any game that has a Virgil immediately earns 1,000,000 points. And Hornet is an excellent Virgil. That's weird. This thing looks like me. Taking the Mothwing Cloak! Press BLET to dash forwards. Use the cloak to dash quickly along the ground or in the air. I can die! When it seek to break the seals, they cannot be undone. They must be undone. Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your darkness. Allow us our peace. Hey, wait. Ah! Oh. I was just doing my zoomies, man. I have an air dash. Not just a normal dash either. It is a dash and an air dash. Mobility, bitches! This is the thing I've been doing non-stop that I've been trying, that I have to remember I can't do. Because you get it so early. It's just integrated in my brain. Ah. It's fine. I'm fine. Don't mind the sizzling. The Lake of Un. My buddy! Hello there. Seems we both tread far from the path. I can hardly believe those dusty old highways led to such a lush and lively place. This building suggests some form of worship, though its idol has clearly been long forgotten. Doubles equally well for a moment's respite. Saw a strange fellow out there. He seemed quite taken by the lake. I planned to offer greetings, so figured I'd first tend to my nail on chance our meeting goes poorly. The nail looks a fine instrument, but it's showing signs of wear. The wager up there would take you far. Down here, however, I suspect you'll soon meet dangers the surface world can't match. Unless it's perfect for vigilant explorers like us. So tense and thrilling. In this place, you're either alert, or you're dead. Love you, Quirrell. Yay! I did thing. Now let's go say hello to our friend. Hello, friend! I'm sorry, sir. I had to release you. Ah! I was trying to bow my head down in reverence, not run into the fucking acid. Some things just don't fucking change. You have anything to say? Nope. Okay. Well, good news, Quirrell. He's dead. Moss Knight, what's he doing today? He's dead. Anyway, say hello to the new fastest way to move around. And now, we can go back. There's another really cool item we can pick up. You see, now you can chase down the interior of the Moss Chargers with no issue. But one of the things that marks a good Metroidvania is how well you can gatekeep certain abilities, certain areas behind certain abilities, but also not lock down those who really like to explore things out of order. It's a very delicate balance. It's hard to hit, and not a lot of games do it very well. Super Metroid does it exceptionally well. Obviously, there's a reason why that game is called like the best Metroidvania. It literally helped coin the term. Ah! I thought you fell further than that. Why am I over here? I've just gone down the other way. Whatever. In hindsight, thinking about that, yeah, I should probably go backtrack down through the other room rather than this room, because the other room will probably have more geocaches and stuff that I haven't found. It's not like not like it's gonna take a whole bunch of time. I have the mighty air dash now. Whee! Up, over, down, 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 down. By the river. Ah! Plant. Oh, yep. See, there's a geocache right over there. I must go that way. Must go that way now. It calls to me. Four hits. 4 hits to kill those damn things. Down we go. And ow! This is why I went this way. Cease thine Borfin. Oh, see, now we're back in the bench room. I didn't want to go into the bench room. But alas, sometimes you have to go into the bench room. Ah! From moss and leaf our life is drawn. While it grows upon the path, we shall never wilt. Neat! Oh, okay, cool. This should take me to where I think I'm at. Yes, it does. Ah! For the record, I do think this is something Hollow Knight does very, very well. Are hidden platforming challenges like this. I really like them. I find them enjoyable. Good, solid challenges of platforming capability. I appreciate it. I like it. I enjoy it. Asterisk. If it has sword pogoing, I hate it. I don't mean it. I'm being dramatic. We are. Yep. I'm going to the right now. Now, we were always able to skip them before, because a good sword pogo gets you right over them. The hell, sometimes just eating the hit and just running past them is the way to go, but the air dash makes it much simpler. Ah! Whee! This is what I wanted. First of all, bench. Ah, these things. They are obnoxious. Though I assure you... Ow. They only get worse. So for the Hunter's Journal, if you're going for that, you need to kill these. Play baseball with them. It's not that complicated. Ow. Ah, yes. This place. Ow. So this is a place you can venture into early if you so feel like it. Obviously it is dark. You can trial and error through this place if you feel so inclined. Ow. I do not. Though, I don't remember. I don't remember what's in here. Fine. I'm just gonna leave it for now. I'm pretty sure in there is a spell upgrade, but it might be a spell upgrade for a spell we do not have yet. So I'm willing to bet we probably can't even get through there, even if we did have the lamp. Don't want to go that way. Boing! Alright, so this is going to be an interesting little trek. Here, No side passages. Just go straight. Do not hit the big Metroids. You're gonna want to hit them. Ow. Do not hit them. They launch their core at you if you do. And if you do that, their cores will explode on contact and deal 2 masks worth of damage. It is incredibly oppressive. See, I was lucky. I got hit by the little guy trying to avoid the big guy, so I did not end up taking damage from that explosion. Imagine if you had. Would be embarrassing. Squirrel! Isn't this something? I had not expected to discover so huge a stag station after that foggy descent. Nom 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 nom. The bugs of Hollow Nest must have been an impressive lot building such grand structures so far into these wilds. Seems the dangerous creatures about haven't yet made their way in here. It's a perfect place for a quick rest. Can you imagine this place in its time? Hordes of bugs traveling about the kingdom, stag bells ringing, the station bustling with activity and life. Now only our like even know it exists. That's a special thing, I suppose, to cherish these sites, even in their decay. Is it that, just faintly, you can still hear the echo of the bells? I was just wondering about that. I thought I was losing my mind. Oh, come in search of treats, have you? I chanced upon a unique little fungus growing right above us. I found it only in the station, and the taste is just divine. This place must have been quite the hub built at the border between 2 lands. That misty drop to one side and those bulbous growths another. Well, the place seems particularly welcoming, so while my little treats last, I think I'll stay right here. Thanks, Willow. Open the station. Okay. What do you have to say about this area? You've opened several stag stations now, haven't you? I'm thankful for the opportunity to once more travel through the kingdom. As I visit more places, I feel my memories returning to me, like the stagways in my mind are running once more. Continue to open the stations, and you'll have my deepest gratitude. This gladdens me. The Queen Station has opened once more. This place was a bustling hub of travel, well placed for travelers visiting the outer edges of the land. You're quite the explorer to find this place. Let's go back to Dirtmouth. I feel like we might see someone there. I probably shouldn't spend any geo since we're saving up for the freaking lantern, because the lantern is not obtained through progression, it is just obtained by just gaining money. You there? Why are you skulking about in the shadows? Yes, your sight does not deceive you. I am Zoth the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Tremble before me! While you were hiding here in your dingy little village, I ventured into the dark pit below us and slew a great beast. It has sharp mandibles and atrocious manners. Yes, all glory to me, but I don't have time for your adulation. I must rest and prepare for my next journey down. That daft old fellow over there. He keeps talking absolute drivel. Seems to think the very air is deadly down in the caverns. Perhaps he should consider not breathing. Keeps talking about dreams too. Ha! Dreams are for those too feeble to truly live. What a squalid little hamlet this is. The air is foul and the townsfolk look shifty. I'll be heading back down below as soon as possible. Rude. What a rude dude.
Bapanada.
I do want a stagway pin. That would be nice to have. Anything else I can worry about later. I'm not super worried about it. Oh yeah, I probably should have checked up on our new charm, but I guess I could do that later. Not a big deal. Pillar Queen Station! I suppose I didn't read these off. Wayward Compass. Whispers its location to the bearer whenever a map is open, allowing wanderers to pinpoint their current location. Gathering Swarm. A swarm will follow the bearer and gather up any loose geo. Useful for those who can't bear to leave anything behind, no matter how insignificant. Thorns of Agony senses the pain of its bearer and lashes out at the world around them. When taking damage, sprout thorny vines that damage nearby foes. That's a pretty solid option, especially this early, when your damage is already relatively low, so every hit matters. Interesting. You'll learn a lot by playing with this game with headphones later. Ow. Double ow. Anyway, welcome to the Fungal Wastes! Our next major area of progression. Filled with fungal balloons and ick. Oh! Follow the papers. Find yourself a conifer. Find yourself a conifer. He's very important. Ah, my short friend. You've caught me at the perfect time. I'm just about finished charting these noxious caverns. Territorial types make their homes within this area. I suggest avoiding them where possible. Further below, some strange thin creatures give me quite a scare. They seemed an intelligent bunch. My youth had have braved the caves, but I fear my matured physique wouldn't be able to outrun them were they to turn violent. Which is the map? Yes. There's a potent odor about these caverns, and far worse for me, I suspect. My trunk is quite sensitive, whereas you don't seem to possess a scent organ of any kind. Is it that you cannot smell at all? I don't have a nose! What's your nose? What's a nose? I don't know. Anyway, say hello to Time to Learn How to Sword, Pogo. Like it was optional before. It ain't so optional now. Alright, we don't want to keep going down here. We want to hit up Cornifer, grab our map. There's nothing else down here that really has our interest at the moment, so we want to go up this way. See, this is where you begin to feel that maybe the knight's reach by default is just a little too short. Fun fact, almost everything in this wretched place explodes. So you're going to want to be extra cautious while you're exploring. Hey, speaking of explosions... every one of those does double damage, by the way. 2 masks. I need to kill one for the journal, but I don't want to touch him. I've never actually entered the wastes from this side. I think that's really interesting. I usually come in from the top. Wow! It's Owen Wilson! Wow! Wow! That was a rare situation in which Vengeful Spirit actually landed 2 hits in rapid succession. Very good, very nice, very crunchy, very tasty. Wow. 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 Anyway, open the door. Ah, yes. This room. He's having a time, guys. Just let out. 1 down. 1 to go. I'm telling you, the Vengeful Spirit adds up damage real fast. I have to reiterate so many times, I did not use Vengeful Spirit nearly enough on my entire playthrough. Use it more. My God. You think you're using it enough? No, use it more. Ranged attacks in this game are without equal. Wow! 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 I was just about coming up on time. But let's get to our next big shortcut, and then I think we'll call it. We've already made it a decent chunk into the game for what it's worth. Ah! Something, something, something. You don't use Vengeful Spirit enough. Use it more. He said like the hypocrite. Right? Crab? Hit the crab? Hippocrab. He said like the hippocrab that he is. What's in this room? You! Aha! Aha! The tiny steps of a tiny creature. You got the look of an adventurer, so we've much in common. Searching for dangerous places, aye? Well, you're on the right track. A long-necked critter warned me of a tribe deeper down below. Warrior sorts, so she says, and I'm itching for some serious combat. Keep sharp, my adventurous friend. Stay alive and let's meet again on the road ahead. I love you, Claw. He was a warrior of the... Hup! Nope, not quite. Hup! Hup! Whee! Give me money! Ah! Hup! Hup! Oh! Yahoo! Wah! Wah! Wahoo! Wee! Wah! Ooh! Wow! Oh! That's on me. Ah! It's my fault. Oh! Don't explode me on the soul vessel, you asshole. Ah! Hornet! No. I mustn't. I want to follow Hornet, but I shan't. Now, this is something that the guide suggests that we handle now. I think we're actually going to handle it in a slightly different order, so we will be going back to Hornet after I fall to my death. We'll be going back to Hornet after. So it is worth pointing out, you do bounce a little bit off of coming into contact with these, but you bounce higher upon striking them. Something, something, vengeful spirit. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Anytime you think you have enough Geo, you're wrong. You need more. Ow. Alright, cool. Door open. Shortcut unlocked. So our cutoff point will now be following Hornet into wherever she went. Wow. See what I'm talking about? Enemies don't get knocked back enough. I suppose it's to prevent you from just swinging your sword to keep yourself safe, but like, bruh. Knockback is such a menace for us. Here ends the pilgrim's way. Hollowness' heart lays open before you. Proceed onward to share in its glory. I see now why we can't follow Hornet. I apologize. I was incorrect. Ah, that would be why. I'm glancing at the guide and I'm like, it's weird that it says to go there first and then go do this thing. Ah, that's so bizarre. I don't like that. Ha 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 ha. It's so weird. Tee hee. Ha ha. Hee hee. Whoa ho. Hee hee. Ha ha. They're coming to take me away. Oh ho. Ee hee. Ha ha. No. It's because you actually can't go over there yet. You just get an upgrade from the new zone and then head that way. You don't actually complete the whole previous zone, which is what I thought it was telling me to do, and I was about to call it stupid, because that's dumb. Anyway, hop. Ah, Mantis! Behold, New enemy type. Mantis. They fight differently, they act uniquely, and behold, a flying mantis! They try to sting ya. Oh, I'm gonna sting ya! That's what they say. Ow. Vengeful Spirit plus a sword swing is usually all it takes to kill a normal mantis. So if you're quick on it, you can pop them before they get a chance to hit you. Of course, you know that's completely circumstantial. Oh, the way over here. Wander I didn't want to read. Wander seeking death, welcome. You may find swift end upon our claws. Alright, now we keep on keeping on. So I don't know if you noticed, but one of the things that mantises will actually do is they'll swipe upward if you're trying to pogo off of them. A good example of a varied moveset based on the situation. Ow! Fuck. Heal. Top off. There we go. Hello. Goodbye. Ah! Surprise! I'm here now. So it's happened a couple of times. Shit. It's happened a couple of times, but I don't do it consistently enough to rely on it. You can deflect attacks. By swinging your nail at the same time as a move would connect, you deflect the attack. I don't believe it nullifies the hitbox. I don't believe it does anything really notable. It just, makes the hit not hit. So. Anywho. We've been live for 2.5 hours. That's all I've got time for today. So I do want to say... Let's see here. There we go. There's the button I was looking for. Alright. So, thank you to everyone who popped in. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to working on this video and getting this out there. Shoutouts to Lumi, who's in chat, for making all my icons and our emotes. There will be some new ones added in as time goes on. You can thank her for those as they pop in. And for now, thanks everyone for sticking around for this. I'm probably going to try and keep Hollow Knight to Friday, Hollow Knight to Friday, and then maybe put something else on the main days. So I'm going to ask, and I'll put a poll in the chat in the main Discord as well, whether or not I should do what game I should do for my main game days. You know, like should I play some Pokemon, not Pokopia, because I don't have that, and something like that is something I would play on my own for my own entertainment, not for stream. But like, I am doing a playthrough of Scarlet. I'm not far enough in for it to really be that much of an issue, so I could start over and, you know, be entertaining, I guess. Just to share my thoughts on that game too, because spoilers, I really like that game. Or we could focus on Metroidvania stuff. I could do, I would like to replay Ori and the Blind Forest, because I also would like to play Ori and the Will-o'-the-Wisps. Probably that and Silksong are going to be running at the same time. And then I do also have Bow and the Path of the Teal Lotus. I really like that game. I am playing that on my own time, but I'd love to start a playthrough for stream with you guys. I really like that game. There's a lot about it I really like. So, alright. Talk to you guys later. Stay safe. Have a good day. Fuck ice. and stay mental.